Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. My name is Mike. I'm the moderator in the series of videos that is all about handmade carpets from around the world. Welcome you to our channel, and I hope you and your family are doing well. In today's episode, I'm going to be featuring two supposed handmade carpets. A pure silk gome rug. This is a Persian rug that for example, we have it on our store, but this is something that I wanted to showcase to you because we have a genuine piece, and then here we have a picture of one of our YouTube viewers. She saw one of my other videos in which I talk about the real and the machine-made rugs and how the machine-made rugs are becoming more and more widespread, and a lot of folks, unfortunately, they buy these rugs thinking that these are genuine pieces, genuine handmade, and they're being sold as handmade. Well, here is a picture from our viewer, Janelle. She was very kind enough to allow me to use her pictures and to give you pointers. Not because she bought this beautiful handmade rug, but because I was able to look at it and pretty quickly determine that it's actually, unfortunately, machine made. This is not a handmade carpet. This, on the other hand, is. But for many of you who watch or who are into Persian rugs, or some of you may have gone out and as she did, she purchased the rug while she was overseas. I'm going to give you a few pointers on how we're able to tell fairly quickly the difference between genuine silk carpets, and in this particular case, we're talking about the pure silk, the gome Persian rugs. And I'm going to give you pointers on how to tell the difference between the real ones and the fake ones. And hopefully so that this is something that I've done in many of my other videos as well. The silk rugs are some of the most counterfeited types of genuine, whether it's Persian rugs or whether it's the Turkish hurricane rugs that are now oftentimes also being made in China or in other places, and basically they're being sold as genuine Turkish handmade rugs when they are in reality anything but. The same thing, something similar has happened with the Persian gome rugs. This is a genuine piece. In the last 10 years, there has become more and more machine-made rugs coming out of the city in Qom in Iran, which is probably the best known place when you talk about the pure silk Persian rugs. The Qom rugs are kind of like they have about 90% of the market share in Persian silk rugs. So 90% of the rugs are come out of Qom that are, when you talk about the pure silk ones, and by now the vast majority of new ones are actually machine-made rugs that are coming out of Qom, but many of them, they are somewhat manipulated so that they are actually sold and marketed as handmade rugs. And this is something that unfortunately my personal feeling is going to due to the handmade industry. What has happened in Turkey with the hurricane rugs, I would actually be surprised if in 10 or 20 years from now, the gome rugs are still going to be made as they are now in Iran. Unfortunately, the industry, with the way things are going, I would not be surprised if I'm going to be one of the last generations of human beings that can go into the markets and readily buy Persian rugs. With the way things are going, I would actually not be surprised if it's something that's going to be gone in a few decades. And this is a perfect example. We have seen it with the Turkish rugs where The Chinese clones basically came in and all but wiped out the market. If you go to Turkey right now, or you go to any place where Turkish rugs, the silk rugs, are being sold, the vast majority of them are actually not Turkish. The same thing in Iran, the same thing with the gom rugs. This is what a pure silk gom rug, a silk rug, is all about. This is what the future holds, apparently. Well, I have no problems with you going out to buy a machine-made rug, as long as you know that it is machine-made. The problem that we have with these types of rugs, this is artificial silk. It's basically commercial silk, also known as things like polyester, rayon. You can even take cotton and you can treat it to make it basically become shiny and fine like silk. But this is anything but a handmade rug. It is anything but natural silk. Here you have the real thing. So in this video, I'll give you a few pointers. This is one of many videos that we have on our channel where I not only showcase exceptional rugs, and I try to give you information and tips about various types of carpets, but it's a personal passion of mine, and it's something that I have actually been sharing with you now for a few years now, where I also have many other videos that talk about real rugs versus fake ones, handmade versus machine made, and all that stuff. And there's information for you down in the description, as I also always do in my videos. If you would like to, you are more than welcome to contact me through the email at our website at mprugs.com, or I have a video below in the description in which I tell you what kind of pictures I need. And like in this case right here, Janelle, she sent me 3 pictures. And she was not asking me about value or anything, because this is really not something I typically do, but I have a lot of folks who ask me about them. And she wasn't really even asking me about the quality of the rug. What she wanted to know was whether her rug was actually genuinely 100% handmade or not. And she sent me 3 pictures. As you can see, we got the picture of the whole rug. Then we have a picture of the back corner, and we have a picture of the front corner. These are the pictures that I really like. Now, for those of you that want to know also about more of the quality of the rug you may have, I always tell my clients, if you can, include a picture of a ruler, but make sure the pictures are not too big in size. In her case, perfect. She sent me 3 pictures. All 3 of them combined were less than 2 megabytes. So we had no problems with the email servers and all that stuff. She asked me about my opinion on the rug. And so what I did was I chose a rug that we have right here. And the reason that I chose this is because if you look at the fringes, you will notice, even though the colors of the rug is different, obviously the design is different, I wanted to pick a rug where this colorful fringe, this right here has become very popular in the last few years. This is something, as you can see in the picture here, but these dreads, I guess you can call them, have also become synonymous with the machine-made rugs, because as you can see here, here is a picture of literally the fringes of the genuine piece, and as you can see here is a picture of Janelle's rug, and you can see how it has also the dreads and everything. But here's where it gets interesting. If you notice on the back of the rug, and I'm going to, when I get behind the camera, I'm going to show you what it is I'm trying to show you. if you look at the back of the rug, you will notice on Janelle's, right at the top, there is, you notice the weave right above the fringes. Someone has woven something in there. This is classic machine made, because when they make the rugs, the rug originally did not have any fringes. The fringes were added after the rug is made. Think of it as wall-to-wall carpeting. It comes out of the machine. Then what they do is they take the corners, the back corner, and they literally insert the fringes. This is now, think of it as like a sewing machine almost. And what happens is you have these strings that are being pushed in, and it leaves behind a little marking. So to cover up the marking, they add these little weave along the edges. So when you see this right here on the back of your pure silk rug, you know there's a good chance that this is machine made. This is not something that you typically see. And you will also see this from the front. If you notice, when you look at the picture of the front corner, you notice that it has the silk right above the fringes. You see right there is what looks like a little weave going all the way across the fringes. That is classic machine made. Another tip that we have for you. If you look at closely at the picture, and I zoomed up as much as I could, you notice I marked the area. It's right above the weave, and it is literally going all the way across the back there. This is where basically the sewing machine, the needle went in and it shut up the fringes. It's with a hook that they do it. And but you will notice when you zoom up on it, all along the fringe, there is a little border area where the knots have become uneven. And that is due to the needle shooting in and out, inserting the fringes. And that right there is also a telltale sign of a machine-made rug. You will notice when I flip this over on the handmade rugs, when you look up close, you do not see anything covering up the fringes. You also do not see anything that would indicate that there was anything altered. There is no stress, there is no alternate, there's nothing. It's just throughout the whole rug. That right here is handmade. That is machine made. That is one of the easiest ways. Also, another thing that a lot of them do nowadays, after the rugs are basically removed from the machines, they will take a steel brush and they put some basically pressure on it. And what they literally do is they would take a steel brush and they go across it to add some, to basically push the knots apart just a little bit. This gives it a feel as if it is handmade, because on the handmade, on the genuine pieces, you will never have perfect knots. It's handmade after all. So you expect there to be some irregular weaving, and you expect there to be something that tells you that it's handmade. Well, on the machine-made rugs, you end up with perfect knots all the way across. So to make it look like it is handmade, they will oftentimes take a little brush and basically create drama where there isn't one. So I thought I'm going to showcase to you Janelle's rug. Again, with her permission, I was able to do this. I do not feature rugs of our viewers or clients, unless of course they give me the permission to do so. But that was a perfect, because this is something I've also been getting a lot of folks emailing me about. Unfortunately, many of you who have bought these types of rugs, and some of you that have emailed me, sometimes people are embarrassed. They have spent a large amount of money and they basically bought something that is, well, it's a machine-made rug. It's not 100% handmade. And as I told her, as I told Janelle, if she wants to, she's more than welcome. I mean, I welcomed her as I always do. If you have doubts about my opinion, and remember, I'm only going by pictures. I always tell folks, I'm more than welcome you to go get additional opinions, ask others. And if I'm wrong, get back to me, because I like to learn more. I like to also, this is a learning channel for me as much as it is for some of you. So, but in her case, she wanted me to showcase her rug, because again, there's a lot of you out there, whether you take cruises in the Mediterranean and you go to places like Turkey, Egypt, Greece, anywhere. And unfortunately nowadays, a lot of the online dealers, there are some places on the web where you can easily fall victim. And so this is one of the many videos, like I said, that where I can showcase some of the rugs and explain to you the differences. So I hope this video was of help to you. If you have any questions below down there in the description, feel free to check them out. Like I said, there is a video on what type of pictures I need if you want to send me some pictures and the file sizes and all that. I typically do about a couple of videos a month unless there's something spectacular coming up. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you are passionate about Persian rugs, or if you enjoy our channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button and you will be notified when a new video is added to our channel. Also, if you like, in this particular case, like I said, there's a lot of videos that I've made about the real and the fake rugs, so feel free to check them out. So I'm going to be saying my goodbyes to you. I look forward to coming back to you with many more videos. I hope this video was of help to you. Thank you again, Janelle, for letting me use it. So until we see each other again, I wish you and your family the very best, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.